Hey, it's John. It's been a while, and that's okay. I'm back at least. Couple things. First, I want to give my take on The Bachelor. Watched The Bachelor last night, episode 6, maybe, and it was like the last 20 minutes. A friend of mine was watching it. My mom was watching it, and I decided to turn it on. And I have to say that I was impressed. I was impressed with Jason. The ladies, it looks like they went down. I think maybe the first or second episode I saw, there was a ton of them, and he was just like roses, roses for everybody, kisses for everybody, whatever. Now there's 4, and there were 5 last night. He had to get rid of somebody, and he had a real hard time with it because the person that he eliminated was evidently very amazing. And I think what I was most impressed with was how he handled it. In front of everybody, you know, he got the drama thing. We accept this rose and kisses and the time and the music and all that stuff. But he got down to the last 2, and the one that he eliminated, I think, had lost her husband, and he ended up telling her that she was really the most amazing person that he's ever met, and that it just wasn't the chemistry between the two of them. And he was gracious, and she was nice. And it was actually very nice. It was heartfelt and genuine. So I was really impressed with him. I was impressed in how he made the choices. He actually pulled one of the girls aside earlier and asked her if she knew what she was getting into, basically. You know, is this really what you want? Are you ready for this? I think she was 27. Are you ready to step into a situation that's not like single life? And, of course, she said yes. But the guy was straightforward. He was right to the point. He didn't beat around the bush, and was pointed with his questions. So props to him. I think he did a great job. I'm not a huge fan of the Bachelor just because of that, but I do like Jason. I think he's on the right track. I don't know that I could ever do the go on a show and have 25 women and then just kind of pick and choose and kiss everybody and all that stuff. I've been talking about that way too much. And do that in 2.5 months. I think that's maybe expecting a little too much. But he's doing a really good job. So that's my take on The Bachelor. I'm also like 11 days away, something like that, from the end of P90X, this routine that I'm doing. And 2 things to admit. The first is that I have not stuck with, sadly, I've not stuck with the program. I have only actually missed the cardio because I can't go run for an hour. I wish I could, but I just can't get out of the house and do all the stuff and work and the whole routine that we go through, and then step outside of the house and do cardio. Now I can do all the other fitness stuff here in the house, and it's been great. But I just can't go outside the house very much. I will have to say, and I hope this is not admitting to a crime or a terrible crime, that I have gone outside midnight-ish, lock the doors, of course, take my keys, and run up and down the street where I can see the front door. I've done that a couple times, and your basic midnight run, but I just can't see doing that all the time. So day 90 is coming up. It's the 14th of February, and I'm looking forward to at least looking better. I look better, I think. That sounds so terrible, doesn't it? I look different and have achieved some of the goals that I was looking to do. So if you're looking for a 90-day program and want to get in the best shape that you can in that span, I would say this program is pretty good for that. I'll also say that I'm going to do it again. I don't think that I'm necessarily, just because 90 days is over, that I'm just going to stop. I think I'm just going to keep going. Now, day 90, I'm not going to gorge myself, of course, but maybe I'll have cheesecake. I haven't had cheesecake. I was just telling somebody today about cheesecake and all the cheesecake that I ate when I was playing baseball. You remember the story. I don't know that I'm going to eat cheesecake, actually, but I'll probably have some dessert and have fun with it on the end of day 90. But I think day 91, I'll probably get right back on. And the food's not that bad. You just eat leaner food. Use low-fat mayonnaise instead of regular mayonnaise and tuna salad. Don't eat relish, eat carrots and celery, that type of stuff. And the recipes are pretty good. Hey, I forgot to mention 3 more things. I'm just like multi-subject guy. at least tonight. The first is, oh yes, let me tell you about what happened today. Maybe you've had these days, I got outside in the car. The boys were just getting in the car. It's like 6:30. We're going to go to Denny's today because they had the free Grand Slam breakfast at Denny's. And, of course, I'm thinking nobody's going to be there. I was wrong about that, by the way. So we get in the car, and the kids have left the backpacks in the car, right? Because they did their homework the night before. And I'm thinking, brilliant strategy. Don't have to deal with the backpacks in the morning. Only I got inside the car, and Christian had left not one, not even two, three. I can just smell it right now. 3 rotten milk cartons. And I'm talking like empty milk cartons that he had already dispensed of, drunk, whatever the right word is. These were full, and they spilled in his backpack, and they were rotting. Not just from last night, but from the night before and the night before that, all the way to January 31st. My car smelled so bad. When I got in the car, it smelled like something had absolutely died. Right under my seat. So when the boys got in, I said, "What is that horrid smell, guys?" Of course, they didn't know. And then Christian says, "Maybe it's my milk in the backpack." So, of course, I open up the trunk, open it up. As soon as I opened the trunk, it's like it just wafted right into my nostrils. It was so horrible. Sure enough, there they were. Rotten milk cartons. 3 of them. He didn't even put them in the front. He put them in the back where the straps go, and you carry the thing, and they bang in the wheel because it has wheels on it. So it like had burst the milk, and everything just like saturated into the paper. It was just horrible. So I made him take it. Actually, is that terrible? I made him take it to school, and I made every other kid in the class smell what I smelled in the morning. So that was the start of my day. By the way, Denny's was so packed that we ended up going to IHOP. No free breakfast. I ended up spending good money, but we go to IHOP anyway sometimes, so that's cool. What was the second thing? Oh, the second thing is, and I'm challenging RJ to this. See, we didn't do the duel. If you watch the paint gun video, which is totally worth it, by the way, watch the paint gun video. I told you we were going to do a duel, and we didn't do the duel. I think he chickened out. Maybe he heard me talking about it and ran for the hills. He should have, because I was pretty good with his rifle. I'd have taken his gun. So because of that, I'm going to challenge him. RJ, this is for you, man. And Jesse, I hope you're listening, because this is all about you too. Jesse is going to run, poor guy, in the rock and roll marathon down here in San Diego. Now, I don't know, Jesse, are you doing the half thing or the whole marathon? I know you're training for it. Bro, you got into a world of hurt just admitting that you'll do that or agreeing to it. But here's what I'm going to do. And maybe this is just absolute stupidity. I'm good for that sometimes. RJ, I think we should run with him. And I think we should bring our cameras so I can either make fun of myself, make fun of you, or Jesse. But we could have a lot of fun with that, I think. So today, what is it today? The 3rd? February 3rd? I don't know when the rock and roll marathon is, but I think we should do it. We should run it together as single dads. Wouldn't that be awesome? And we'll all just be broken down men at the end of the race. But at least we do it together. So that's the second thing. And the third thing is, if anybody has watched the interview that I did with Evan, the dating guy from Beverly Hills, or Hollywood, it's worth watching because the guy is really insightful. He's got some good advice on dating and what not to do and what to do and all that stuff. So check that out. If you haven't had a chance to look at that video, watch the interview. I think it's 10 minutes, 10 questions with a professional dating coach.